Well, hell. Welcome to the stream, everybody. It's me, Jack Spade, and tonight I am your dungeon master. Once more. That's right. It's that time again. After a 2-week break from Tyranny of Dragons, we return. It's been a good week for me so far. Lots of rain today. Massive thunderclouds. I don't know about all y'all, but I love the rain. It's one of my favorite weather patterns or weather phenomena. Very relaxing. Just really makes you want to sit out on the porch or in the backyard and just sip some tea. Being a Texan, I'm quite partial to sweet tea. I don't know about y'all, but yeah, that's me. All right, let's go ahead and message our players and let them know we're about to unmute so they can stop with their shenanigans. About to unmute. Okay. I am just a little bit mixed up. I'm mixed. Hello, hello, hello.
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 How you doing?
How are y'all doing?
Excited. Today is another day, and we got finally the resolution between Marquise and Ravenstock. Can't wait for that.
Too true, too true. So, just to give you guys a quick recap. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to mute myself. Bad Dungeon Master bad. Okay. Just to give you guys a quick recap, you guys went out into the forest with Ontharr Frume, the paladin who is in charge of the Order of the Gauntlet out here in El Terrell. You met him at his headquarters / tavern, a pair of black antlers. You spent the night under his roof, and in the morning, you decided to venture out and go hunting with him. Now, this hunting trip was after you already spent some time trying to impress him with various activities, such as fist fighting each other for the entertainment of the tavern. So that was fun. And then the trip was definitely not was definitely full of action for sure, as you got ambushed by the dragon cultist. Dun dun dun. Who would have thought?
Worse than that, they even use something as filthy as that as their tricks to fight us.
Right, exactly. They started to revive their fallen comrades, turning them to cultist zombies. Reverb for effect. So,
Perverted use of magic.
yes, exactly. Heretical use of magic. Absolutely. So now that the party has succeeded on not dying, which is key, and also bringing back Ontharr Frume alive, which was also key, you decided to spend another night at a pair of black antlers and enjoy some roasted boar, because you guys did actually manage to chase down and bag this giant ass boar with Onthar's Frume's help. So, I think some of you guys wanted to talk and stuff before the evening proceeded. Is that correct?
Yeah, Drown just want to have a quick chit chat with Marquise.
Sure.
Just a quick one.
Please go right ahead.
All right, Marquise, if you were willing, Drowna's kind of like walking off towards the balcony on the second story, and he'd just be kind of like gesturing you to come along with his hand.
I suppose I'll join him.
All right. Jobno would make his way over to the balcony that... Is that like an outdoor balcony set that looks outside or anything?
Yes, there is a balcony that is off to the right. Or sorry, it's actually more of like an enclosed veranda, like a sunroom
Okay.
kind of. There's not really an open space that leads to the outside anywhere up here on the
Ah.
second floor.
Gotcha. Alright. Instead, Jobno would just be walking over there, and he'd fold his arms, just kind of lean against the window, and then looking over at you, Marquise. He just has like this sullen look, almost as if he's deep in thought with a little bit of anger, but a little bit of sadness, a little bit of just shame, and he'll finally just speak up. Listen, this is not really my style, but there is something I need to get off my chest. Something that, he sighs, that I did unfairly to you.
I could think of a few things. Kind of jokingly winks towards him. Gives a little shoulder nudge.
His eyebrow will actually perk up as if he's like intrigued to hear that, but he'll look away again. Do you recall a few days ago, back when we were at Green Nest, that Naomi gave you that Mia?
Sorry, can I hear that one more time?
Do you recall a few days ago, back in Green Nest, when Naomi handed you that Mia and pulled a prank on you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
You weren't too happy with what you saw, and Jobno will sigh. I lashed out at you in an unfair way. This is me, and he like kind of like holds out his hands. He's like trying to grasp at the air as if he's like contemplating what to say next. This is me trying to say I shouldn't have lashed out at you. It was unfair and unjust. If you catch my drift.
Well, I appreciate the apology, Dravna. S- it seems like God, what's the out of character? What's the god's name? Kinda
Oh, you say his name all the time. Or?
It'll matter. It'll matter.
Oh,
Oh,
Ilmater.
Kios Ilmater. Yes.
Uh, It'll matter's blessing. I don't. It seems better used on you. I don't know. I just use it for discretion, but I'm not the type to put it to full use, so can't even. Quite frankly, I don't even disagree with what you said. I think it's would have been much better used on you.
Well,
I don't know.
no.
I have one God,
Listen,
and while I honor the blessings of others, is don't mean much to me.
as much as I like your notion of me receiving the bless, that's not why I lashed out at you, Marquise. It's not because I wanted it. It was because of your behavior. And that behavior that you displayed then, you displayed earlier today after chasing that cultist. I think you take things for granted, Marquise. And you're completely unaware of it.
I think it's a matter of perspective. I mean, taking something for granted means it has high value to you, but well, um, there's really only one thing that I he's kind of looks down. It's really only one thing I have to live for anymore. So it's not like I care for such things. But I understand your perspective.
Hmm.
I certainly probably looking out in, I'd say I take things for granted, but
Mm.
I don't necessarily know if it's me wasting what's being given to me
Mm.
as much as what's being given to me not being part of my goal.
Mm. Then perhaps I should hone in on it. I know about your goals, your want for revenge. You deserve it. You should get that. But are you willing to recklessly throw away your life for that? Do you truly value a life? And not only that, the countless experiences and choices that you can give yourself for your future?
No. I I'm not willing to throw away my life till my my goal's complete. And quite frankly, I didn't I didn't act in a way that would most efficiently complete my goal, but um it, I've never thought about the after. Like my goal is my life, and so if something doesn't serve my goal, it feels like it doesn't serve my life. If that makes sense.
It can, in a way. Listen, what I'm about to tell you, just keep between us. And especially don't tell Sunset, okay? The reason I got so infuriated back in Green Nest was you are undeniably gifted, Marquise, and blessed. And it's not just you, it's Naomi, Kyo, Zazet himself, everyone. You all are. And frankly, I think people are not aware of it until it's too late. This is difficult to explain, but I don't have those same freedoms, those same choices, those same blessings that you and everyone else have.
As you says,
And
as you say this, there is a very delicious smell of cooked pig coming up, and from below, and you can also hear Ontharr beginning to clang his sword pommel on a table as he's beginning to shout for to get everyone to gather around for dinner, basically.
Dravnat pauses. Forget what I just
Oh,
said. I was getting ahead of myself. I think we should join the others.
Marquise kind of puts his hand on Dravna's shoulder and he says, um, it just that's a pessimistic way to look at it, Dravna. Just because someone's given an item or outright a blessing doesn't mean you don't have anything to be grateful for yourself. You're you're a great man, Dravna. And whether you get some silly mirror or magical powers at no price isn't going to change. And you're free to do what you want.
I can't fully agree with you, Marquise. I really can't. But if there's anything that you're going to take away from what we were just talking about, don't allow your emotions to control you on the battlefield. And he's going to push himself off the window and just walk away.
Do you go downstairs?
All right. You need their friend. And yeah, I'll follow him downstairs if he's gone.
So if you go down to this square right here, you'll magically teleport to the next map.
Apparently, I'm AFK.
You were, but now you're not.
Oh, sweet.
Does anyone know how to turn the volume down for Foundry?
If you go to the music notes on the right, You have every music there
okay.
prepared.
Yeah, and then there's ones like called currently playing. You can just slide that.
Um, I imagine during the whole talk, Kyo was downstairs, wanted to give privacy to the two. So as soon as they appear, she would turn to them from the stairs and give them a bright smile. Oh, Marquise, Ravna, welcome back, welcome back. Everything alright up there?
Drobna actually has like another somber, sour look on his face, and he's just mutter, "Never better. I'm hungry. Let's eat." And he's just gonna continue walking.
Kyo looks at Ravna for a second, shaking her head. Never one is that one. Never one is, I see. Marquise, is it anything I should worry about or just normal man talk?
Mm. No, nothing you need to worry about.
Okay, now I am worried because normally you would just make a tease about it.
Oh
but
no.
But okay, I won't push. Don't worry.
If these men are
So,
anything like my father, they won't say a damn word until you corner them, and then they might bite you.
mm, is
It's a
that
man
so?
thing. It's a man thing.
I see, I see.
You hear
Kyoto,
Ontharr bellow out from the north. "Aye, beastie, would you like some?" And you can see that he is holding a big chunk of boar meat in front of Jamie, and Jamie's just kind of like patting the ground with his front claws, just looking at you, Kyo, like he's like asking for permission.
Kyo noticed that and she checked the press saying, Alright, folks, I think we should hurry, or else Jamie's going to eat everyone's portions. Jamie, if they take more than 10 seconds to come, you can start eating their plates, okay?
You just see Jamie's pupils go wide, and he kind of like half lunges for the meat that Ontharr is holding. I was like, "Oh, ho, ho, feisty!"
Don't count your
Jamie,
eggs
what-
before they hatch. I'm already here. Drobna will like fake a smile and sit down.
Does anybody not partake of the delicious dinner being served?
Naomi pokes and pries at her food. She doesn't seem to be really eating.
When you put it like that, GM, it doesn't make me super happy to eat anything. Man. To be honest with you.
Henley, your voice is kind of quiet for me.
I got
Is
it.
normal for everyone?
You can.
Fucking audio updated and everything's going to shit.
Oh,
So
right.
give me a second.
Oh, okay, so I thought it was just on our end. Okay.
No, give me 1 second. I'll see if I can fix it now. How's that? Any better?
Much better.
Much better. Oh my
Thank you,
god.
sir.
Yeah, way more clear.
Yeah, they have this habit of updating just before I want to use it, and then it breaks everything. So, you know.
I get it.
Kia would notice Naomi not eating much, and she would try to pass over some of the sweets that she still has, the remaining piece of cake that she still have with her. Here, you don't need to eat the meat if you don't want to.
Mark,
Naomi raises an eyebrow at the slice, and she goes, "I'll have some later."
Alright then. Well, give me a while. Ontharr, are you feeling alright? Is the poison fully out of you already?
of course. My dwarf constitution finally kicked it all out. Feeling stout as a halfling.
Ha!
That's great to hear.
Marquise, do you join the table or do you just kind of do your own thing?
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm just
All good. I just want to make sure, just for RP
Actually-
purposes.
Marquise. RP wise, we'll go use the bathroom and go take a shit before he eats.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Literally AFK.
Fair enough.
I might join back in at some point.
Okay. The rest of you gather around this table and begin to share a meal with Ontharr and the rest of his men and the pair of black antlers. Over the course of this meal, you hear like various like folk tales and tunes that the men sing, mostly about Ontharr. There's one that makes him blush though, because it's a tale about his childhood, and about a female crush he had on a female dwarf. This was like centuries ago, but it's still enough to get a rise out of him, it seems.
After the mood's a bit passed, Kyo waits a little and say, Ontharr, I'm sorry to not spoil the mood, but would it be okay if you were to talk about business for a small moment?
Sure. Is here good? And he kind of looks around at all of his men who don't seem to be paying attention to any of you, really.
Yeah, of course, I don't need privacy for this. As you clearly notice, we were attacked by those of the cult, correct?
He nods.
They were even using something as horrible as creating a life. And to me, it seems that they wouldn't be doing something so brazen if they weren't planning for a bigger attack soon. Something much more devastating.
You and I are of a similar mind. And this is actually fortuitous. You see, there is another job that I would like you and your friends to complete for me. And he gives you a wide smile.
What exactly is this job? Oh, sorry, Dravenant. What did you
Oh,
say?
Jonas just gonna perk up. If it involves the cultists, I'm in. And he just rests his arm on the table.
I wouldn't have thought anything less of a response from you, sir. And he points to you, Drafna.
If he's in, I'm out.
Aren't you going to be in if I am in too?
Well, if he's in and you're in, I'm still out.
Is something the matter, Naomi? That surprises me. Did you two fight?
No, can't you tell I'm joking?
Oh.
Are you?
Sorry.
Dravna will actually eye at you, Naomi, and kind of squint his eyes. Are you still sick from this morning?
Put up a bit of that sense of humor.
Am I still sick? Wouldn't you like to know?
He just grunts. I'll check in on you later, and he'll look away.
Should I? If you want, I can sleep in another room.
No, we're not flirting. He's good looking, sure.
But
But that's not enough.
that reassurance, then. Tell us the job, Ontharr.
So, I need you and your friends to go to Balthur's Gate and spy on the caravan that's bringing the loot further north, probably. Or maybe they're stopping off in Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate, huh? Wouldn't that be too big of a place for the goats to make a stop at? I'd imagine they'd gather a lot of eyes if they were to go somewhere like that, instead of somewhere more quiet and reserved, like they were in the last place.
He looks at you suspiciously for a moment. He kind of squints his eyes for a second, and then he shakes his head and he goes, well, you see, Baldur's Gate is the only convenient place to go further north, unless you're going to sail along the coast. Because there are no convenient roads that lead to Waterdeep along the coast, you understand. So, if they intend to go any further, they'll have to pass through Baldur's Gate. And he smiles.
That makes a lot of sense. I'm sorry, I never really went to that region, so I'm a bit unfamiliar.
So, your job will be not to stop the caravan, and he looks at you, Dravna, as he says that, but to spy on it. I need to know where it's going, so I can tell the rest of the Alliance where we need to strike.
Dravna will tap his fingers repeatedly on the table very fast. You're asking a lot from me. What do
I
we
know.
get in return?
Well, for starters, you could become aspirants to the Order of the Gauntlet. And he like holds his arms out wide. As if
Dravda, without hesitation, just says, pass. Anything else?
I actually would accept that if you would want. What would entail to be a part of this order of yours? I actually was kind of interested in a bit, truth be told.
well, it's quite simple. You just take an oath to uphold the common good, and I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember the name of the god that they serve. My brain just completely short-circuited. Hold on for me just a second, please. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Oh goodness.
It should be. God, now I forgot.
Here.
It's a
Yeah,
friend
yeah.
of you matter. Yeah.
It's yeah. So and you just have to swear your fealty to Tyr as well.
I worship Ilmater, so I don't believe
Ah,
that would be possible for
it's
me
no-
to do so.
That's no
But
bother.
you're very close.
Ilmater and Tyr are allies. There shouldn't be a conflict of interest.
And would I be able to continue being part of this order while staying at the Green Nest?
He shrugs his shoulders and says, if you feel that your service is concluded, we'll have a conversation about that after you join. But otherwise, you'll be following orders. He smiles again.
I see, I see. That's very tempting then. I keep it in mind. But for now, let us focus. But I don't think the others are going to be so tempted as this. Do they offer them that? Any other rewards for the rest of them?
He kind of like
Also,
rolls.
is Jamie eating the other people's meat, by the way?
He kind of like rolls his eyes and he says, well, Leosin wanted me to extend his invitation to join the Harpers if you didn't want to join the Order.
Harper's home. Do any of you have interest in this? She looks at the others.
Naomi looks back nonchalant. Mm,
I assume the offer was more for the rest of you.
Likewise.
I certainly have no interest in whatever
Likewise.
that is.
Dravda's
well,
holding
that
his
one's a
plate tight in his
paladin,
knee.
and that one's a paladin, and they both serve different lords.
Zazit. This is an option that you probably haven't purposely thought about, but you could deputize in a limited fashion these people into the Lord's Alliance if you wanted to, and if they agreed to it.
By these people, you mean my companions?
God says yes.
So I look at the table, and I'm just like, if you're that interested in joining an order, why not continue with mine? I have some limited power to deputize those around me if I feel it's necessary. Lord Neverember could always use better soldiers.
Would that imply us having to stay at Neverwinter?
Well, you be deputized for the time being, and when it comes to make an official decision on whether or not you wish to ally your permanent status with the Lord, you can take it up with him.
I see.
Marquis
But for all
got it.
intents and purposes, you would be a sword or an arm of Lord Neverember in this encounter with the cultists.
Marquis
You've
kind
proven
of.
yourself to me, at least. And that's really all you need to do.
That is hard praise for a hard ass like you. Thank you.
Yes, I do have not soft ass, if that's what you're asking.
I've noticed.
I'm confused about your statement.
Ontharr just kind of harumps, and then he looks at you with crossing his arms, and he says, "Well, no matter which group you decide to join, there's a reward in it. You see, you'll be given a stipend to cover your travel expenses for the trip. You'll also be given free passage down the Chionthar with a boatman I trust very highly. He'll get you to Baldur's Gate fairly quick in about 3 days. Beats going on horseback, that's for sure. So what do you say?"
Sorry, just real quick. I was fluxing around with my audio stuff when you talking about Baldur's Gate. What are we doing exactly?
So,
I must have missed that.
what Ontharr is saying to us is that the code for them to continue going north will have to pass through Baldur's Gate, as we know that they plan to go north through the map you gave them. And the idea is that we would go to Baldur's Gate to spy and have more information about what the hell the cult is doing. Is pretty much the idea.
Right. Okay. And this is based on evidence or just what his order was planning on doing?
So
So the evidence is the map we gave them, and they are going to go north because of the map. We don't know that much. We don't know that much at the very least.
that's correct. Yes.
So
And
they
this
do
was
have
map that we pulled off one of the corpses? I'm
Yes,
sorry, I
that
missed
was a map we got
Okay,
from
yeah.
their cultist base.
From the hatchery.
It's, yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. That was okay. Yep.
Yep.
All right.
The
It's a map you sent to your lord,
Yep.
by the way, too.
exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. So,
Y-
jumping back into character.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Kyo would look. I can speak about the others, but truth be told, I probably would go already, even for the reward, joining an order or not. So I do have a request. If you could give for me in exchange for my help at the very least.
Hmm.
Could you help reassure sending some supplies towards the Green Nest, specifically food and building materials?
He
That's
smiles broadly and he says, "Lass, it's already been done.
oh,
You remember that writ you
Well-
handed me the first day you've been here?
yes, but I'll be fully honest.
That was
Just
old.
drink.
That was old Nighty cashing a favor."
I suppose, but I'll be honest. Just drinks are not enough for the city. Just
Oh, old Nighty. He did like his cloak and dagger stuff, didn't he? No, he was securing some help for Green Nest. You see, you've already fulfilled part of your mission just by being here.
oh, well, perfect then. Then in my case, I suppose I have no request then.
Glad to hear it. The rest of you, what say you?
Of course, I'm going to be following up on the leads for Lord Neverember. That much is obvious.
Ooh, a gardening reference.
Yeah. Is he asking us if we'll
Go.
just go or join? Still like join his faction?
Both, actually. Now, just to make it clear, you have 3 options if you want to join a faction. You don't have to, but there are certain perks and benefits that may arrive if you do so. You have the Harpers, you have the Lord's Alliance, and you have the Order of the Gauntlet.
So just so everyone knows, the Lord Alliance is what I'm a part of, in case you're wondering.
Alright. Yeah, Marquise will say, yeah, very clearly be following up with the lead, but I think I'll have to pass on joining you.
Well,
I,
can't win them all. And you...
Droughton will speak.
Go ahead.
Droughton will speak up, looking at the dwarf again. I'm not interested in joining any factions, but I'll take on this quest of yours if you do one thing for me in return.
Aye.
Convince Leosin to have Keel's grandfather communicate with us by any means.
Ooh. That's a tough nut to crack, that one. I'm sure you're well aware, but I swear on my oath to Tyr that I will attempt.
That is fair enough, then.
Theo stays quiet for a little. Contact would be good, though. I just like to know if he's safe. And if you could deliver a letter as well as small gift, that would be enough for me to read out. And also a small punch on Leosin would be good too. He deserves it.
Now, let's not give him too much flack. He's doing his job.
Yeah, but
I know. Don't forget, though. Information. Information is one of the greatest weapons in an arsenal. And if they know that we know too much, well, makes things difficult even for your grandfather. Now imagine if we got in trouble because of what we knew.
Right.
And it was related all to your grandfather. What would he think then?
He would call me a warrior heart and complain to me.
No, he would be very irritated because we would be in danger because he went out and did something and we got ourselves involved with it, and if he had just done something else, maybe we wouldn't be in trouble. He'd feel guilty, Keo. Well, guiltier, probably. In any case, let's cut Leosin some slack. We all have plenty on our plates, and so does he.
Great. It sounds like we're all of an accord. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to send you on down the Ontharr with my man Smitty, and he's going to get you to Baldur's Gate lickety-split. Once you're in Baldur's Gate, you're going to try and get yourselves hired out on some caravans after you see that the cultists have pulled into Baldur's Gate. Makes sense so far?
Droughton nods.
Very good. Once you're hired on into the same caravan that the cultists are taking their wagons, you're just going to observe, see where they're going, what are they doing, how do they get around, those kinds of things. And then you're going to report back as soon as possible whenever you determine their end point.
I want. Would you happen to have some sort of makeup or disguise kit or the like? That could actually be rather useful, in my opinion.
The
The last time I asked because of two reasons. First, that half a dragon, Dragonborn, he saw us, all of our faces. So if we just go up right away, say for our dear Naomi, we'd all be recognized very quickly, especially Zazet.
Oh, don't worry about me. I have my ways.
Oh, that's true. You did have a very good disguise first time. The second reason is because we also did infiltrate the cult once, and some of us did end up being seen a little. So it would be useful to hide some of our features to avoid notice on that point as well.
Let's roll some dice, shall we, to determine if there's going to be a disguise kit. Oh. Yeah, he will secure you a disguise kit that you can share between the party.
Thank you very much, Ontharr. That should help a lot. Oh. Hmm. Zazach or Naomi, which one of you two should I give this to? You both seem very wise in the ways of makeup.
Oh, you
She-
noticed, huh?
She as soon as he speaks up, she looks at him. Nami looks right at him and she goes, "Oh, we should talk. Anyway, lend it to me.
Of course,
be
here you
entirely
go,
frank.
Naomi.
He's probably better at this kind of makeup than my kind."
I just like to care for my appearance.
Oh no, he's as good. Oh no.
Alright then, here you go, Naomi. I'll dress you for this then.
It's hard to get rid of the shine sometimes, you know. You have to use some sort of product, otherwise it becomes a little bit blinding for those around you.
True.
Especially the coppers, you know. The coppers tend to reflect a lot of things.
I added a disguise kit to Naomi's inventory.
Perfect then. Well, would this be all, Ontharr, about this discussion? Or is there something else you would want to bring? Or one of you four would want to bring as well?
I not really much else to tell you about. If you have any questions about your task, I'm happy to give you what information I have. Otherwise, you're free to do as you will for the rest of the evening and report to the docks in the morning.
I do have 2 questions, but they're not about the tasks. They're about your order. So they can wait a little.
Very well. What questions do you have?
And before I cut that topic, Marquise, Dravna, Tazet, Naomi, any of you have a question about the job?
No, I
No.
think it's pretty self-sufficient.
Dravna just shakes his head.
Okay, fine. I'll ask it for you two then. Dravna, show your sword of names to Ontharr. See if he recognizes any of them.
Dravna's eyes will like kind of flare open, and he'll look at you with a little bit of annoyance and anger.
I know it's secret, but he might actually know one of those. That's important for you, right?
Why must you make things troubling? But he'll pause. I understand your intentions. Fine. Dravna will push himself out of the chair, and he'll walk up to Ontharr. I have a vendetta against a few cultist members. Do you recognize any of these names? And he'll unsheath his sword and present it to the dwarf.
He will see the name Resmir on there. And you see that his eyes immediately fixate on it. And he'll say, I know that Resmir name.
What can you tell me about him?
Well, she's a black half dragon. Nasty creature, really. Puts a hand on his chin as he kind of thinks for a second. Definitely do not want to face her alone. Not that she will be either. Likely she'll have quite a bit of muscle on her side.
Good to know.
A
Any other names in particular?
Bog Luck. He shakes his head. Unfortunately, that name is a bit of a mystery to me, and I see that there's one that's been scratched out. Score settled, eh? And he looks to you.
Dravna, like, his mouth wants to irk to a smile, but he'll just keep it frozen, and he'll just, like, shake his head. I didn't get even with her, but she is gone. She's burning the house. He'll roll his eyes with a small smile. They did most of the effort.
Oh, uh,
I'm
it's a
sh-
start.
I'm sure everyone contributed to this Mondath's demise. So good work. And he shrugs. Fortunately, can't help you with bog luck. No idea what that is.
Dravna will take his finger and he'll run up the blade towards the name that's closest to the hilt, the one that's also in the biggest letter of font. And what about this one? Do you get any sensings of this one? And it's the one that's carved Montel.
Montel.
Yeah.
Montel. Let me see. Let me make a history check for him. I'm just trying to see based on the module if those two would have Unfortunately, lad, I don't know that name either.
Fair enough. That will suffice. You have my thanks. And he'll sheathe the blade a little disappointed from not hearing much from the last name.
Anyone else?
Marquise, do I have to also ask questions for you too? Do you give me consent for that?
Sure. Oh yeah. Yeah, you could ask that.
Okay. Ontharr, as you heard a bit in pieces during our talk during the hunt, my friend Marquise is also hunting for someone.
Okay.
He already has a better lead now. However, Marquise, what was the name that Zazet gave you?
DM? Was it like Galzanar or something? That's with a G.
Garthanac?
Garthanak.
Oh yes,
I was
my
close-
worst nemesis.
close-ish.
What was his name again?
Galzanar? Got. I
God,
believe
it's
his
like-
name was Garthanak.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he will look
I
at
want to say it
you.
was Gotham.
It was Garthanax. But Ontharr will look to you and say, "That sounds like a dragon name, right?
It is one.
It sounds awkward
Big
enough
red
in me
one.
mouth for it."
It is one indeed.
Sorry.
Well, don't know the name Garthanax, but if it's a dragon, I'd say you keep hunting the cultist, you'll probably find it.
God, let's go on that front. Sorry, Marquise.
Alright. If anyone talks about a dragon with a scar like mine, missing its middle finger on its left foot, please let me know.
Can do. Well, if that's all the questions you have, I think I'm going to imbibe a bit more of this wonderful ale, a bit more boar. And he turns around and he sees that the boar that's left is like half eaten, and you can see Jamie is like buried face deep in. He goes, "Hey, you beastie! That's me dinner!" And he starts laughing as he shoos Jamie away.
Mm-hmm. Don't be so mean. It's just a little bird.
Could I have the spelling of the dragon name real quick so I could just write it down and
Sure.
not forget about it? Because Marquise wouldn't forget.
So it's going to be
He's
Garthanax.
Garthth. Alright, thank you.
So before I go, I do have 2 questions of my own about the order. Sorry to take your time so much.
Okay.
First,
He's got his mouth full of boar.
I hate killing. I have a really, really hate doing that. And I'd like to avoid it whenever possible. Would that be a Would that be a problem for me joining your order? I'm not against fighting or hurting others, but I'm against killing. As well, at least I try to avoid it as best I can.
He puts a hand on your shoulder and he says, everybody struggles with something in the way we do things in the order. Some people are a bit more bloodthirsty than others, and he looks around at a few people that are kind of like staring into their food like they want to murder it. He says some others are a little less keen to get into fights, and yet we all still abide by one simple rule when it comes to combat. Are you ready for it, lass?
What is it?
The innocent must not be made to suffer on account of the guilty. Do you savvy?
I do, though. I wonder if our definitions are the same. Because, to my eyes, I don't enjoy killing even those of the guilty. I will knock them down and I'll deliver them to the justice.
Lass, listen.
And
I'm not saying you have to enjoy doing what's necessary. I'm saying it must be done.
that's my point. I disagree that it must be done. At least for most of the cases when others say it must be done. I believe in justice on the line. And I believe that if a criminal is judged to be guilty and they're executed by the law because of this, then fine. It happened. But if, whenever possible, instead of killing, I can just knock someone out,
Kyo,
that is something I prefer.
when you are out in the wilds, there is no law except for what you bring with you. If you allow the guilty to harm the innocent, frankly, that's just as bad.
Then I suppose I guess you'll never see eye to eye on this topic then.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Then I guess you'll never be able to see eye to eye on this topic. Because there is law even outside. Many of them. From the laws of nature, the law of the gods. At least that's how I see things, at the very least.
Ontharr,
And I do agree with you that simply letting the guilty go free is just as bad as not doing anything. But to me, and that's a judgment I hold for myself and myself only, as my party members probably can agree. To me, I prefer to strive my best to try to achieve this ideal version of things. Even if it's harder, even if it's a lot more complicated, or as my God would say, even if I must suffer more because I need to force extra burden and pain onto myself to reach this. That's the sacrifice I choose as my vow to my God. And if that is a big disagreement with your order, I guess unfortunately I won't be able to join.
it's not necessarily a conflict, but I have known quite a few believers in Ilmater, and quite a bit of few of them have a different view on Ilmater's words and teachings than you. They see the suffering that Ilmater brings onto himself as trying to alleviate the burden from others. This duty that is passed on to us through Tyr. That is the suffering we release others from by doing what is necessary. Think on
Like
it
I
some.
said,
Think on it some. You don't have to answer
Uh,
right away. I think with some experience on the road, you may come to perhaps a happy middle ground. And he smiles warmly at that.
Perhaps, perhaps. At the very least, I can promise to think through. And I hope that regardless of my answer, if it's a yes or a no, I do hope that won't make you upset. I know that my view on things such as life and combat are quite different than that of most warriors. At the very least, from what I've seen and experienced with this lovely group that I call friends. And then she looks at the others.
He looks at everybody else with a discerning eye. He looks to Zazit and he just kind of like nods, seeing like that's not going to be a problem there. Looks to Dravna very quickly, but very quickly looks away, like that's definitely not going to be a problem. And then looks to Naomi and just kind of like nods as well, and then looks to fuck my brain all of a sudden, Marquise. And sees a similar look to Dravna and just kind of nods. It's like, okay, all right, this is a good group for her to be in. He thinks.
Marquise kind of gives him a approving nod when he looks over. Like it's very small, very subtle. He doesn't want to get caught by anyone else. Showing some agreement, perhaps.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, but that was really all I had to ask for now, Ontharr. I'll try to keep Jamie busy for at least 30 seconds, so you have at least that much long until I release the beast again.
After you command Jamie to turn back into his bird form, he doesn't seem to be as greedy when it comes to food. He's much more happy to just kind of hang out now. Does anybody have anything they would like to do over the course of the evening before you depart the next day?
You know my ass is getting in that tub.
Oh yeah. One last soak before hitting the road.
Kia would do one thing. After the group would be climbing back to their rooms, she would approach Dravna and say, "Hey Dravna, could I get 10 seconds of your time?"
Sure. I guess
Alright.
in return I asked 10 seconds for you, but you may start, and he'll fold his arms.
Oh, what is it then? You go first. What's the matter?
He laughs when it's a fake laugh. Oh, no, you go first. You talk to me.
It's
No,
not
you
talking.
hang up.
It's just
No, you
this.
hang up.
And then Kyo opens her arms and, regardless of Dravna's intent, she pulls him to a hug. Thank you. That was very kind of you to ask for me to have contact with my grandfather. I really am bad at hiding away my worries, I guess. So, that is all. That's all I need to say.
Dravna, like, his arms are folded, and as soon as he's embraced you, you feel like his hands want to push you away, but he just quickly stops because he realizes what you were doing, and he'll just mutter, "It was the right thing to do. Leosin was being unfair to us, and you deserve to hear from your grandfather. That's all there was to it."
I guess you really are warming up to us. That does make me happy. But regardless, what about me? What is that you want? I don't think it would be a hug too, would it?
No, quite the opposite. He folds his arms.
So you want to punch me?
He sighs. "No, I don't want to sour the mood, but he'll look at you. There was ire in his eyes at first, but it quickly softened because of the hug you gave him. In the future, refrain from letting people know about mindness or asking about it.
Oh,
It's very private, and I prefer
Uh-huh.
the less people that know about it, the better."
if I lie and say it's my list, would that be okay?
No, it's not. I know you mean well, Kyo. You're a very generous and helpful person, but I don't want you getting involved. I don't want anyone getting involved.
I have bad news for you, then, Dravna.
He sighs and closes his eyes.
I don't think I need to finish my sentence. You already know my answer.
I can picture it in my head, and he's pinching his eyebrows. I can picture it clearly, but I will reaffirm myself. I don't want you or anyone getting hurt because of me.
Then I will reaffirm myself too. I know you're being considerate, and truth be told, I've actually begun to think that you see it as some sort of punishment to yourself. Though I don't know the reason why, nor will I pry. But I want to go through this with you. I think all of us want to. I can't speak about the feelings about the others, but I care about you, Dravna. It has been a short time, but I do consider you someone close to me. So, think less as me getting hurt because of you, and think more as me simply wanting to help out a friend, someone I care. Would that make it better?
As you've been talking this whole time, his eyes have just kind of wavered and looked towards the wall. But he has a very stiff posture that has just slowly softened. And he's gonna resume back to folding his arms. Just do whatever you want then, okay? I know I can't stop you.
Oh, whatever I want. Perfect. I think Kyo pushed Dravna into a second hug. There we go.
This time you feel the hands grip around your shoulders a lot more, as if he wants to push you away. And then, once again, he just kind of feigns and stops.
Consider this my answer as well to the problem. Now, good night. Have a good rest. Oh, actually, do you also think about joining the You Matter Church? With the way you talk about suffering, you'd fit right in.
Bruh.
Wait,
Damn, got him.
he stops. He pauses, and he's like, his finger is being held out.
Yes, what is it? Do you need a third hug? And she just
No.
opens her arms.
His eyes furrow, and he's full of anger again, but like it's a mixture of emotions, and his hand is forming like this halt. And then he lowers it. I appreciate you for everything you do. I want to learn to, and he's like struggling to find the words, rely on others. I consider you a good acquaintance. For me, would you be willing to talk to Marquise?
Of course. What would you want me to talk to Marquise about?
He's very indebted. I'm trying to get his revenge against that dragon, against the cultists. And he needs to go through that. But he's doing it in a very reckless behavior. I want to explain to him my point of view. I don't think I had the words to say it, but you're a very altruistic person. Do you think you might be able to... And he shrugs. Speak to him on my regard?
Of course.
He's
And
very reckless today after the cultist battle.
Marquise, I think the reason why you probably are heading so strong for Marquise is... Do you know what's the best way for you to hunt an animal?
Chase it, then I get distracted.
Exactly. To be slow. To be calm. If you simply try to run hard first and be loud while going so, it's just going to scare the creature even more. And you're never going to be able to properly get it, unless you have superior athleticism. Which isn't the case for most hunters when hunting game. In truth, it's better to just be slow. To just be there for them, to ease out your presence. I can't change Marquise, just like I can't change you, just like I can't change Naomi, just like I can't change Sazet. At the end of the day, that is something only each of you can do. And it's something that us from Your Matter believe. We may hold your burdens in our hearts, but we can't force you to let them go. What we can, however, is be there for you. I can't help dissuade you from your vengeance, even if I don't enjoy killing. But what I can do is what I'm trying to do now. Trying to be close to you and be there. To give you a shoulder to cry, if you ever need to cry. And a hug to hug, whenever you feel happy. And even to help pick up things over. After it is done, or if maybe at some point you decide that you agree with my view, that there are better ways. Though, like I said, I'll never force my point of view on you. I can do the same thing for Marquis, and I suppose I should be doing better. I should apologize for punching him, shouldn't I? That's a
No,
bad
that was well
habit.
deserved. That was well deserved.
But regardless, don't worry. I'll say to Marquis you mean well, and I won't even tease you about it. Promise?
I appreciate it.
You're welcome. And I was joking before, but do consider joining the matter. I actually do think you'd fit well. Not because of the suffering, but despite your fake rough exterior, you're kind of very sacrificing and kind beneath it all. I think it would fit well in our temples.
And with that invitation to join Ilmater, we will go ahead and cut to the next morning, unless someone else has
Oh.
something.
Yeah, I was gonna walk down. Well, I assume Unthar's just drinking all day. So at one point, I'll head down and I'll grab a mug of beer and I'll say, I'll keep this short, Ontharr. But your words really spoke to me, and I just want you to know that what I heard from you, at least, I believe to be righteous and correct. And so I want to give my apology for not being able to join you. I know you probably don't care that much, but I'm doing it for myself. My goal leads me somewhere else, but just know if you ever need me to burn a few weeds for you, do what's right, free of pay, just ask.
He looks at you in a pretty serious way, actually. He's very obviously scrutinizing you. And he finally says, "So what exactly is keeping you from joining the order?"
I hold I have to find the dragon, and I have a lead amongst another allegiance. I won't say any more than that. So I just simply cannot join yours. But I couldn't hear the words you were saying and not at least give some apology for not being able to join that mission to its fullest.
I'm still a bit confused, lad. What exactly is keeping you from joining the order? Do you belong to something else? If you joined us, you could still go on the quest with your friends. You can still chase down the cult. In fact, I would demand it.
I don't know how to say this without betraying someone's trust. Someone gave me an offer, and it'll get me closer to my goal. I might, once my goal is completed, I might come back and join the order, but for now, I can't.
He nods deeply, and he says, "Well, I understand you have an evangelical among you for Ilmater already. But you may want to consider perhaps making an oath with Tyr. I think he will find a very worthy use for you if you're open to it." And he very gently puts a hand on your shoulder.
I serve another god. You don't think it would conflict?
Depending, possibly.
Sir, I serve Hor.
He nods, and he says, "I wasn't sure which one, but I had a feeling. You're very happy serving Hor. Am I mistaken?"
I think that's a hard question to answer, because I'd be happy to finish my goal. I'd be happy to I don't know if everything I've been taught is necessarily correct, but I kind of like the sound of how you guys do things more than the fellow worshippers of Hor that I've worked with, but I'm mostly attracted to your order because it is in some ways similar to Hor. I know Tyr is the god of justice, and your justice happens to align with mine. So I think I might be happier in the order, but I don't know if I can say. I feel as if I owe so much to Hor. I don't know if I could denounce his name.
I understand that complexity. I get the feeling that you were raised in it for a while.
Yeah.
He
Up
nods.
until
He nods and takes a
few months
swig.
ago.
Let me leave you with this. And he takes out a small wooden pendant, and he hands it to you. It doesn't have like a necklace or anything on it, but it's basically a wooden carving of Tyr's gauntlet. Take this, and when you find yourself questioning what the fuck it is that you're doing, take this out. Think about our conversation. Remember, do what's necessary. Okay?
I will.
Good.
Thank you, sir.
Good. He a little too hard. He claps you on the back and kind of chuckles to himself and gets up and he says, "All right, rest up. You've got a boat to catch." And he walks off.
All right. I'll head back upstairs.
Anyone else have anything?
Hanabi wanders out and spends some and just like kind of wanders outside for a bit before she just says, I don't want to get too into it. Not yet.
Do you pass
She-
by anyone?
And anyone who's like still up and about, she will pass them right by.
Java won't look at you, but as soon as you pass him, he just says, "Halt!"
Yes, what is it?
It's been more than 12 hours. It's time for your checkup. He's gonna crack his
yes.
knuckles.
Very well, doctor. Have at you.
All right.
How about you, Doctor?
I need you to stand still. Arms up. Face me.
This feels more. I kind of like this.
Dravna shows his open palms to you, and they begin to glow like this whitish color. And he says, "Good. This will only take a second." And he's gonna quickly go in and like pull you into his chest, like purposely, like his hands around the back of your head, almost smothering you into his chest. And he's gonna cast Cure Wounds on you. And then after like a quick second, he quickly pushes you off of him.
Naomi looks very flustered. She kind of flicks her hair a little bit and she just goes, "Doctor, please. Shouldn't we? Maybe dinner first. Good heavens."
Don't
Well,
get too
did
hairy.
you find anything? She says, like, kind of propping herself.
Yeah, Dravna folds his arms, his face straight. Yes. I have cured your afflictions. No more faking it. That is all.
Oh, you caught me, did you? A shame. I enjoyed the ruse. I won't be able to get this for free anymore. Oh, shame.
Yes, and please do not waste my or Naomi's time in the future with your fake afflictions, or else the healing will be more painful than it is pleasurable. And he'll give like a fake
Eo
smile
loves
and nod
wasting
at you.
time with me. It's you who have a problem. Only you.
Are you guys in the common area right now?
More or less, I guess.
I
Probably,
imagine, yeah.
Marquise, you just see Marquise drunk as all hell. Like, probably the worst you've seen him. And he's just stumbling, like holding onto the wall, trying to get back to his room.
Dravna will drop his
Gives
smile.
you
Oh, sure.
no mind as he passes you.
Dravna will drop his smile, his cute little act. He'll just drop everything and just give you a cold hard stare. I don't know what game you're playing, or if you actually do have certain viewpoints. It's best you drop those. Don't play around.
Oh, very well. Tell me, Dravna,
just-
have you ever? Wait, who's he talking to?
He was talking to you, Naomi.
Okay.
Marquise still in a drunken stumper goes, "Meh, meh,
Dravna, let me ask you a question. She says, and she has normally she's got this kind of like eyeing you because she wants to eat you in the
Ha!
other way kind of look, and she gives that look to almost everyone except for Kyo, who she like that expression is more like, this is my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Look at her
food.
go.
Not
is friend,
food.
not food. So as the expression that she takes on is probably the rarest face she's ever worn. It's this kind of like exasperated look. She looks kind of tired and angry at the same time, and she just stares up at you, craning her neck slightly. Dravna, she steps very close and she goes, "Have you ever killed a kitsune before? A nine-tail? Have you ever fought one before? Have you ever seen one?"
He just looks down at you unflinched. You're the first one I've ever seen.
I don't have nine tails. I'm not talking about I'm talking about a 9-tail fox.
Can't say that I have then, although I don't see a challenge in it.
Javna, I don't really want to tell Keo this. I don't really want to tell anyone this. I'm sure you understand that feeling. My father is an evil creature.
He remains silent, as if he's waiting for more, and then he'll open his mouth. Is that supposed to intimidate me?
No, it's not. I just want to let you know that it's very likely that one day I will leave to see him, and I will likely not return.
He'll ponder that and weigh it down on his thoughts. That is your choice then.
Yes, it is.
I'm guessing the play of this is that Kyo will not be aware.
Oh, certainly not.
Why
She
so?
would follow me, and then she would die.
That's your choice to make then. You should respect that.
Hmm. I only want your help in seeing if there is any sources for me. I do have some self-preservation instinct, of course. I am part beast after all. It's probably more alive than other people.
She thinks back, getting blasted by lightning, and going into a one-on-one fight, following Keo. All of these things are relatively suicidal, to be honest. And she just goes, "No, maybe my preservation instinct isn't as strong as I think it is." Anyway,
Well, if you're looking
sniff
for
around
guidance,
for me.
oh, he'll about to say that, but then you interrupt, and he'll just like roll his eyes and spin around.
She, as your back is facing her, she like kind of just hops up slightly, and then her arm is over your shoulder, and she just says,
Sniff around for me. I need information. I'll look too. But you're a man of secrecy and you're very tight-lipped. I mean to hunt the man. The beast.
He'll lead in close. Then it looks like we have something in common for once. We both
We've
have
always had
beasts.
something in common. We're beautiful, Drevna. We're beautiful. And that's more than enough.
she hops down, and then she just like taps him on the back. She goes, "I'm going back to my room, co-conspirator."
Don't stay up too long dreaming about me.
Oh,
He'll chuckle.
please. Oh, please. Don't flatter yourself. I dream about myself.
Good.
I'm
Get your
kidding.
priorities straight then. I'm
And
serious.
and with
And then he'll leave.
and with Naomi's laughing echoing through the pair of black antlers, we will immediately cut to the next morning. You very quickly assemble, eat
No, wait.
breakfast.
I also have something to do. No, I don't.
Oh, you don't? Okay. That sounded sarcastic. Are you sure?
Oh yeah, unless you want to have a 25-minute scene of me playing with a rubber ducky and bubbles.
Well, you deserve your bath time.
Kinda good. It's
As,
kinda good.
as Zazet enters the bath, the water surges as a water elemental forms. Roll initiative,
Five
Zazet.
little ducks
That's
went out
good.
one day over the hill and far away. Mother duck says, quack, 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 quack. Only 4 little ducks came
I'm not
back.
sure if he's
Incredible.
not the best character or if he's the best character.
Yes.
Uh,
He is Zazet. That is the answer.
So we join Zazit and the rest of the crew. Zazit humming the duck song under his breath as he's following closely behind the rest of the party. You arrive at the docks, and you see that Ontharr Frume is already waiting for you, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Yeah, everyone go ahead and do your long rest for me, please. Get all your stuff back.
I just need a short rest.
There was so
Nice.
much blood in my bath.
Well, why'd something roll? Frick.
It's because of the elemental buster.
Yeah, I forgot to take it off your sheet.
You're good.
The party assembles, and you are met with a familiar looking man. Kyo, this is the gentleman you talked to about potentially shipping supplies back to Green Nest. And he looks at all of you and he just kind of like crosses his arms and says, "Are you sure this is the crew you want to be taken?" And Ontharr says, "Aye, these are them." "Really?" "Aye, Smitty." "All right, it's your gold."
Oh, Captain. A pleasure seeing you again.
Yeah,
Seems fate really works wonders, doesn't it?
fate, pleasure, all that. Okay, anyway. And he walks off and goes back to making sure his ship is ready to go. Don't mind him.
He doesn't like us.
Smitty, he's just an old salt. Once a couple of days, he'll open right up like a petunia. I heard that, Ontharr. And Ontharr just kind of smiles.
Oh, don't worry, I have met him already, actually. He really does seem like a kind person. Also, the smart one.
You have
Yes,
a way
Naomi?
with people. See, some of the most evil and crude people are the nicest people to you, unless they're completely irredeemable. I don't know what it is, but half the time they're not actually very nice people. You just happen to have a way with being you.
Mm, I disagree, though, because you are the nicest one of them all, Naomi.
I'm not nice.
Yes, you are. See,
Uh,
for example, I think Kyo just hugs Naomi. You're fluffy to hug. That's the nicest thing of all.
Hanabi Naomi instinctively hugs back, and then she goes, "Ah, shit."
There you go. Points made and points taken.
You hear off in the distance, a little ways down the dock, "All aboard Baldur's Gate!"
Yes, sorry. I guess I'll hug you later then. Let us go, everyone. We have time to go.
Are we taking our horses? What's the story there?
Well, they're not ours. I
You-
think we turned them in.
No,
Yeah,
yeah, you
I
guys
just
turned him in
wanted to
already.
I will miss you,
Oh.
Milk.
Each of you
Just-
go ahead and give yourselves 50 gold apiece for travel expenses. That Ontharr hands to you if you haven't already done it.
So that's 500 gold because you said 50 gold apiece, right?
Each of you is getting 50 gold.
Okay, the joke was
Not
lost.
ten of
That's
us.
all right. Yeah.
No, I just intentionally ignored it.
I heard platinum.
You did? I'll get you a Q-tip. Hold on. Here.
No, that'll make his hearing worse. You don't want that.
Well, you don't put it right up to your eardrum, dude. You only clean out
You-
clean out the
You
gunk
need
at the
to
entrance.
you need to suck it out like venom.
Ugh.
No, man.
Yeah.
This is the, give someone the
bad.
wettest willy? What are we talking about? Like,
Sorry, a wet William. My bad.
Wet
We're
William.
all adults.
Yeah.
a moist Michael, if you will.
Oh my
Moist-
god.
I don't know about this one, dude. What the?
You board you board the ship, which is called the Mist Chaser, by the way. It's the name of Smitty's ship. You board the Mist Chaser, and you immediately begin to set sail during the first morning of the trip. The entire trip is going to take about 3 days. Is there anything you guys would like to do during your 3 days of downtime?
Kyo is a busybody. She will try to help the ship as best she can in whatever way she can.
Okay. Let's see. Let me just go ahead and do this. And you guys should be able to see the map now. And you should have your tokens visible. So let me see. Make a survival check for me, Kyo.
Alright.
Let's see if you got any sailing chops.
Seems
Ooh.
not.
Unfortunately, you kind of get in the way. It's not a very big ship, so luckily Smitty's able to come from behind and kind of fix the things that you mess up. And he eventually just says, "Hey, Les, I appreciate you trying to help, but maybe take a step back."
Oh, sorry, Of course, yes.
Does anybody else have anything they would like to do during the trip?
Zazit parks his butt down in one spot and he just closes his eyes and he tries not to vomit.
Oh shit!
Yes.
Oh!
That's a weakness right there. If I ever heard one, yep.
So he's not invincible.
Make a performance check, Zazit.
Bro, I have like fucking 18 charisma.
This is gonna be easy. Look at this. Easy cut.
Big +4. Let's go.
Easy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, boy. Hit him with that 10. Let's go.
Kyo, you very easily can see that Zazit is putting up a pretty good front. He's got most of the others fooled, except for you. You can tell that Zazit's struggling a little bit. He's pretty queasy.
Kyo would very calmly, try not to draw any attention, move over to Zazit. And she pulled out a small herb, a small green one of the ones she uses when doing her magic. Here. You're feeling nauseous, aren't you? She would say very quietly. It's okay, won't tell the others.
Absolutely not.
It's
No
okay.
idea what you're talking about.
It's okay. I was the same when I first traveled with a carriage. So I imagine the feeling's probably similar to you. Do you also feel dizzy
No.
or only nauseous?
I am a strong. I'm strong, and that is it. Very much. Thank you for your flower. I am fine.
Well, in this case, of course, you aren't feeling that way at all, but just in case you see someone that is feeling like this, you could have them chill on these very slowly to help out in case they feel very bad. And this here is an extra bucket that you could pass them out in case they don't notice. So it is a bit more discreet, you know? And then she's going to put her healer's kit as well as a small, very small bucket that's not very visible next to Zazit and give him a very obvious wink.
Watch me puke into the bag of holding. You know.
Oh god.
As you do this stuff, you try to administer to Zazit, though he's not very keen on accepting it. A day goes by, and you make your way down the Ontharr River. It's a rather fast-flowing river. It's not super wide in a lot of places, but it still seems to be moving rather.
Tell me less. Oh my god.
It still seems to be moving rather quickly because of how deep it is. It seems like the river has spent enough time through the ages just carving a path through the hillsides and and the plains.
I actually have a small thing that Drowden wants to do just for himself
Sure.
to see if it's possible. So Drowden knows prestidigitation, and he can warm things up with that. Can he use that spell to, if he takes a gold coin at his own expense, could he use it to like warm up the coin and make it like kind of moldable, like clay, because it's getting heated up?
Which spell is this again?
Prestidigitation is just a cantrip.
Prestidigitation.
And like if he just focuses on, like it only
Normally you bite into a coin and you can back in the day that's how they would check for a coin's validity in terms of gold, right? You just bite into that when if it bends it's softer. So
what's the goal here?
So he has a coin, and the coin has like imprints on it, days, pictures, and stuff like that. He wants to take the gold coin and just kind of like heat it up, and then with his thumb just kind of like smear it and try and make it smooth. And he just wants to have like a blank gold coin.
I'll say, make a charisma check for me.
Sure.
I mean, is the intent to do forgery? Because
kind of. He just wants to have a gold coin, make it blank, and then with his dagger just carve symbols into it, and then maybe poke a hole in it.
Oh, I understand now. Yeah, make a charisma check for me. Let's see how strong your magic gets. You might have a couple of tries if you attempt it multiple times during this trip.
Okay.
I could heave on it if you want to.
Oh my god.
You are not successful. You're just like the first day. You're just kind of like holding onto this coin and you're like rubbing it, like holding it in awkward angles, trying to get it to heat up right. And you're just exhausted by the end of the day. The coin's not budging.
Okay, that's all he wants to focus on during this travel.
Okay.
Can I see you working on this at some point?
Yeah,
Like,
he's
you're not
clear
hiding
as
it away
day
or anything?
focusing on this. He'll spend pretty much
Alright.
the entire day just staring at this coin, focusing on it.
All right, drop now. Just lay it down. I think I can. Okay, let's make sure there's no wood in it. I think I can do this for you. I think I can.
Keep in mind, you're on a wooden boat.
Okay, maybe we hold it up.
I'm not
Maybe
trying to
we
start a
hold
fire
it
here.
up.
I'm not trying to start a fire here, Marquis.
Alright, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I got it.
Maybe we hold it up.
Hold that thought. Drabna's gonna put the coin down, he's gonna pull out some gloves, and then he's gonna pick up the coin again.
Yeah.
Alright,
I do want to
alright.
say, Jam, if Kyo sees this, she's going to prepare a bucket of water just as a precaution.
Okay. Just hold it out right in front of my mouth. How good are those gloves?
They're leather.
Okay. Oh, they're leather.
Right.
Hold on.
I'm certain
I
they're
can hold it.
fireproof. They better be fireproof. If they're not, you're
I-
paying for them.
I'm probably a little bit more fire resistant than you are. Just give me the coin. I kind of hold it in my hand, like you know how you cup your hands. I kind of hold it like that.
Okay.
I get my mouth really close. I sorry, still getting used to this.
You try to breathe
then-
fire.
Yeah. Should I give a roll for it?
Make a charisma check.
power.
I'm sorry. Make a con check. Make a con check.
I love the idea in the background. I do a dragon's breath version of vomiting over the side of the boat. But
Acid.
it's like all my acid spray.
You try to channel the inner draconic lineage inside of you, similar to the way like a sorcerer would, but it's stubborn. Something about the situation just isn't right, and it is not forthcoming. You're not able to breathe fire.
Here it comes.
I just I cough up a bunch of like soot onto the coin. I'm like,
Ah,
maybe. I think I need some booze. I just give it back. and walk
possibly,
away.
but here, give me that. Drabna quickly snatches back. Don't make it dirty, and he's gonna quickly like dunk it in the water.
Sorry about that,
Downstream
Jeff.
or upstream from my acid spray? That's the question.
He's probably upstream, knowing.
Hanabi spends her time entertaining and sometimes flirting with the crew.
There's only like one other guy on the boat other than you guys. It's kind of Smitty's
She's
personal
She's
assistant.
super annoying to him.
Oh lord.
Oh god, with Kyo trying to be helpful and fail, and Naomi doing that poor guy.
Naomi, there are times where you can't 100% like be annoying to him all the time because he has work to do and stuff.
Yeah.
So
And she doesn't necessarily try to get in his way. She tries to eye, but then she tries to eye the situation appropriately. But then she's half patient and half bored, so she kind of loses sometimes to her boredom.
right. All of you realize very quickly that if Smitty didn't have his peg leg, he could basically sail this boat by himself. But because of his limited mobility, he needs another pair of hands to climb the rigging and do the sails and stuff like that, which is why his assistant is here. And you guys will catch him when he's in the rigging, like doing stuff. He'll kind of absentmindedly start singing to himself, and he'll sing like different sea shanties from time to time. And one of them goes something like this. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was Billy of Tea. The winds blew up, her bow dripped low. Will blow up my bullies blow. And he just kind of sings on and on like that sometimes.
Great singer voice, Jack.
Thank you.
Interestingly, Hanabi is like in the middle of like approaching him to pester him a little bit one more time, and then she stops dead in her tracks and listens, and she just says, but she says more to herself. She's like, "Oh, my mom loves this one." And whenever he starts singing it, she hums it. She hums like an accompanying tune with it instead of singing the words. She just lets him have the singing.
And Smitty appreciates it, even though he doesn't know that you would otherwise be harassing his first mate. Because you kind of hear his like more gravelly as he kind of like hums along. He'll just kind of hum along to another part of the verse and be like, "She had not 2 weeks from shore." Like he's awful, but he'll kind of like sing along with Robbie.
Interestingly, it's almost as if an unruly cat has been grabbed by its parent by the scruff when she hears the song, and she stops being annoying. She's just very entranced by the song. She's very happy to hum it.
Why do I feel so at peace?
So, the days kind of roll by like this. Dravna, who's rolling?
Yeah, you see that bad boy.
What is that? What is that for?
I have
How well she hums it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
She's mastered that bad boy. It's a lifelong track.
Absolutely.
Are you asking for a charisma check?
Yes, go ahead and roll again.
Okay. Dravna doubles down. This time he was holding the coin with one thumb. Now he has both thumbs on it.
Let's go.
He's like staring at it. If you could see it, there's probably like physical lightning coming from his eyes towards the coin.
Dravna, you have received some basic education in like the elementals and stuff like that, as far as like metals and stuff. You know that gold's the second softest metal behind mercury. So this is annoying to you that you cannot heat the softest metal that you can find with your magic.
Third time's the charm by tomorrow.
Well, we'll
yeah.
see. Yeah,
Go again.
Could Kyo approach Zazet for one thing?
sure.
So before I do, Zazet, how are you doing?
5 little ox went out.
Zazet, could I borrow your fishing tackle? But the one that I bought you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah. Sure. Yes.
Okay.
If it will help you pass the time.
Thank
I
you.
am not fishing because I am simply meditating.
Of course.
Here you are.
Jim,
Yes.
you would like to do two things, if that's okay. I'm not sure if it is get a single down time. She would want to try to catch a fish, and she'll want to try to make a meal of the fish she catches, if she
Uh,
does manage to do so.
Okay. I'll give you a choice of different fishing types you can try. You can try the good old fashioned pole way. You can try to spear it, or you could try to catch it by hand. Which would you like to try?
I do have a fishing tackle now that I got from Zaz at borrowed.
Okay.
We should have. So I will go by netting because the fishing tackle kit has netting for that sort of stuff.
Okay. We'll count this as doing it by hand then.
Alright
So
then.
go ahead and make an athletics check.
Alrighty. Could I have Jamie help me out with this?
Absolutely.
Okay, so advantage, I imagine. There we go.
22. With a 22, Jamie terrifies you a little bit because he dives underwater like a peregrine falcon. He just like dives in, and as he does, he spooks a fish almost right into your net, which you very quickly yank out of the water. And Jamie rests on your shoulder, just kind of trying to shake off the water that he put on himself. You have a fish.
Maybe we should focus on one day find you a fish farm too, Jamie. But now that you have this, let us make a food for Zazat. And Kyo wants to try to make a small fish stew or fish soup to see if this will help Zazat keep his stomach inside himself.
Okay. Make a survival check. 15. Zazit, you are you're not having a great time. This is it's kind of
Lovely time. This is fun.
kind of torture for you. I mean,
Hmm.
if it weren't for the rolling in your stomach, this would actually be a pretty pleasurable trip. The air is nice. The nights have been rather mild. And nights are probably your favorite time because the boat is usually anchored and tied off. But
It's a nice breeze. The land constantly sways left to right.
But-
as long as he's not
Horizon's
paying
never
attention
in the
to,
same
to,
spot.
to Naomi trying to tick him off, it's perfectly fine.
but there's an aroma that meets your nose on top of all of this, and it's a very hearty, savory kind of smell, and your stomach suddenly takes a 180, and you feel a little bit peckish as you are presented with a fish stew.
There you go. I'm not too used to boats myself, but I have heard from a few fishermen during my travels, and they should help out. Please eat.
Help out
I
with what?
mean, thank you very much for the food. I very much appreciate it. I just want to let you know I haven't been eating because of I am saving my strength.
Of course, of course. Sorry, I meant. Oh, don't worry too much, Nam. It's just that Zazit has a friend that isn't doing too well, here on the boat. And I made this so Zazit can help out his friend. Yeah, let's go. Hey, Naomi, look! It's Dravna! And Kyo just picks up, and after putting this food out, just picks up Naomi and goes take her to Dravna. Hey, Dravna, look, it's Naomi!
So
Of course.
So I'll take the food, and as a thank you for your concern. I appreciate it. It is it is unnecessary, but thank you.
Of course it's necessary. We are friends. I mean, I am friends with your friends. That's why I help them. Yeah,
I'm not
correct.
buying this.
Yes, you are. Shut up.
So Zazit, you tried the stew or the soup rather.
Of course. It was made for me. I'm not going to be that kind of guy.
You take this soup, and it is actually quite good. Because Kyo rolled high enough, she balanced the ingredients just enough that doesn't upset your stomach any worse, and you feel quite nourished. You have advantage on your next attack roll or saving throw. For I'll just say until you use it. Until you use it.
Oh. Until you poop or until you use it, whatever comes first.
Yeah, that's definitely an aspect no one talks about in D&D. Is like, when do they poop?
Before I
need
bath,
to use that
obviously.
advantage
Come
right
on now.
Whenever I'm actively not role playing, Marquise, he's taking a shit.
Yo, 10 out of 10, dude. I love that. That's good.
So, you enjoy this soup, and the day continues to roll on. That night, you guys are tied off on the riverbank, as Smitty prefers to do. He doesn't like to travel at night on the river. Even though he swears that he knows every nook and cranny, every curve of the Chionthar, eyes closed included. From her surface to her bottom is what he says, usually. But he does like to tie off anyway. That night, though, you're treated to quite a sight. You see, at about 10 or 11 p.m., you start to see lights dancing across the water. And they seem to just kind of be drifting in a rhythmic kind of pattern. And they're all over the place. They're not just surrounding your boat, but just this whole section of the Chionthar.
Would Dravna know if that's related to any deity of some sort, or like from any stories that he read about this is like a symbol or a sign for something?
I'll give it to you. I'll give you this much for free, that this probably isn't some kind of demon.
Jack, I slightly blinked out because of my internet. Could you repeat what happened
Sure.
after the night came?
Some very odd lights. These round orbs of illumination just appeared at about 10 or 11 o'clock. They just came from the trees, from the water, seemingly from the sky, even, and they're just covering this section of the Chionthar.
Could Kia roll nature or history to see if she have heard any history about this lake?
You may roll either one.
I go history then. Is it related to dragons? I always need to ask, sorry. Because of the ranger thingy.
You will not gain advantage for that feat.
Okay.
Could Dravna roll religion to see if it's related to any nice deities?
Sure.
Okay.
21.
21.
Blackjack.
Okay. Ooh, 18. Okay. Kyo, with the history check, you know that these are definitely not will-o-wisps, which was kind of a worry some of you might have had. But these are not will-o-wisps. These are not the damned souls of children that have been murdered. Instead, these are what are known as fairy lights. They are a kind of elemental. Kind of think of a will-o-wisp's complete opposite. They're not evil or necrotic in any sense. They're nature spirits. And they have been known to be signs of good fortune for travelers.
Perfect. As soon as Kia realized since she was very worried at first before fully realized, oh, fairy lights. Oh my god. Naomi, come. and she'd like say loud and knock on the door, Ravna, Marquise, that's everyone come! Fairy lights! See! And she just look at this wonderful look on her eyes. One that's very matching with the look she had when we fought the Displacer Beast. Folks, these are fairy lights! Ah, the gods must smile on us today!
Dravda immediately pulls his blade. Calm yourself. We can't trust the Fae.
No, no, look, no. It's not dangerous. These are signs of good fortune. These are really good things. Okay? Please don't hurt the nature spirits.
Dravda hesitates, and he slowly sheathes his blade.
Thank you.
But he's in a very worked up, tense mood right now. On
I
edge.
want. It's okay. Look, come. And Kia would gently touch Draven's wrist to pull him along, not grabbing it, to not scare him even more. Just come, see, Ben, come. It's fine.
He's like a boulder. You tug him a few times, but after the third tug, he'll slowly come.
There you go.
Sound effect for that. I wish I had a thing for that. What are they
As
called?
as you are gathering on the boat, on the top deck of the boat, and just kind of looking at these lights, they seem to respond to the attention. And they begin to kind of dance around each of you. And what's interesting is that they begin to change hues and colors as they begin to get closer and swirl around you. And each of you seems to get your own color. For Kyo, it turns they turn in like an emerald green as they swirl about, and for Dravna, they turn from like a pinkish to a red kind of color, and they seem to be kind of in an aggravated state as they fly around you, and then they have a similar hue when they fly around Marquise, but when they kind of get closer to you, Marquise, they seem to take on like a more yellowish hue on the bottom, almost like a dancing flame. And then for Zazit, they turn like a gray color and just kind of like seem to float kind of melancholy around you. um, and then for Naomi, these lights get rather close to you and they go from like a pink to a purple. And some of them seem to like be hiding in your like under your hair. One of them like peeks out from one of your sleeves. Like this seemed really mischievous around you.
He poses.
I think the lights like you, Naomi.
What's not to like?
Mm, Good
I like
point.
them too.
Mm,
And then
Thank you, Spirit.
Me to say it.
go ahead.
There you go.
No, you go ahead.
Okay, Kia would just, as she's surrounded, she would join her hands together as if in prayer before saying, Thank you very much, nature spirits. I'm glad to have your blessings. And thank you as well, you matter, for letting me live so long, so that I can also experience this wonderful feeling.
The lights around you, Kyo, start to change from like this green emerald to like a more pearl color as you kind of say this prayer. And you know how like a cuttlefish will kind of change colors, like it'll pulse. It's this
Mhm.
odd kind of pattern that pulses from like this to this green to this white silverish color. And then after the prayer ends, they kind of seem to go back.
Okay. Well, when in doubt, Kia always offers one thing. She takes out one ration, and it's like, "But do nature spirits need to eat?" Then she just offers to the lights, and she refuses to get anything.
The lights don't seem to notice it at all. The ration, they just continue to float around your party.
Real quick, Jack. I've never asked this, but what kind of creatures are kitsune meant to be? By the way,
What do you mean?
what's their classification? Celestial,
I see.
Fae, so on and so
They're
forth.
humanoids.
At least in your world, they're humanoids.
Mhm.
Okay.
Marquise, ever the so curious type, will grab his bottle of oil from his backpack and pour a little drop on one of the fire looking fellers around him. See
Okay.
if it changes anything.
Whenever
Probably
you
won't.
pour out a little bit of the oil, it just kind of falls right through the light, and it doesn't seem to even register that something was poured on it.
Drobna will be. Oh, going to. I'll see if you had some more stuff.
No. Sorry.
Okay. Drobna would be staring at his with malcontent, but slowly but surely, as they like whiz around him, his eyes begin to slowly soften and pupils dilate a bit, and he becomes like entranced by them, just kind of like looking in awe to his left, to his right, looking up, and then he's gonna finally just mutter a few words underneath his breath, and he's just gonna mutter, "If you do give luck, give it to them."
You see one of these lights, Dravna. It was kind of sticking a little bit closer to you, about chest height. And it was like this very deep, dark red color. And as you say this prayer, you just see a very faint pinprick of silver beginning to poke through at the center of this little light here. And then it is consumed by the red again. And it just kind of begins to swirl in a circular pattern over your head. After about an hour or two, the lights begin to drift up and down back into the water and back into the trees. And your party is left alone for the rest of the evening. The next day comes. Smitty packs up the anchor, and you begin to head on for hopefully your last day of travel.
Could I have had a chat with Drabna last night
Sure.
before the?
Sorry, I heard. Can you have a shower with him?
Giggity.
Ever had a group shower, bro?
Bathhouses exist.
After the match, yeah.
Drobna's comfortable with his masculinity. He'll take a shower with it.
There's no showers on the boat.
All right. Anyways. Dravna, I've given some thought into what you said to me, and I'd like to share an analogy, maybe a proverb, if you could think of it that way, from my teacher Oren. It says that our interactions with others, what we gain from them, what we lose from them, is the oil. Our experiences in themselves, the hardships we face, that big defining moment, that's the spark. And our sense of self, our ego, our ability to change, our ability to maneuver fate, that's the kindling. You put that all together and you have a fire, you have your purpose, your goal, and the fires that burn the hottest must, because they have to survive the winter ahead. But what's left for them after that winter isn't something. It's nothing but soot. Our kindling is gone, our person leaves. And I think a long time ago, after continuous prodding, stoking, after the cultivation of my flame, it's burned too bright. I don't even necessarily know if there's any kindling left. It's too blinding to see it, but your flame, your flame, even though it might be as big as mine, maybe even as bright, um, it's different. It's still being fueled by some type of kindling. If you survive this winter, there's there's a greater purpose for you. You could become a house, a torch. You could be whatever you want. But me, I think if I survive the winter, I'm just gonna end up burning weeds for the rest of my day. I don't. The reason I said that maybe you shouldn't consider yourself so unlucky, so not blessed, is because you can still become something different, Dragna. Me, I mean, I don't think I do a great job of hiding it, but my outwards personality is not, shouldn't say doesn't exist, but rather it's more of a facade. But you truly hold the most care for us, and in many ways you're the best of us.
Mm.
So
Y-
I just
you want-
wanted, all
Go
right,
on. No, go on.
I just want to let you know that I don't know if I could ever be anything but a flame, but I I truly do see a different end for you.
Those are very kind words, Marquise. Your mentor sounds like a really good person. And while I do appreciate the words, before I continue, is there anyone around us, or is it just us two?
Yes, you're on a boat. There's no privacy here.
Okay, Drowna will actually, he's, looking around to make sure, no one's around, but yeah, he realizes that, it's a boat. Then he'll sigh and continue.
I'll try not to listen.
I did want to say that Kia this day didn't leave her room. She stayed there so far all day. So at least that's one is some privacy you get from her.
Using your analogy, Marquise, the difference between you and I, you do have Kindle. You just aren't aware of it. My Kindle was extinguished many years ago. I don't have free will, okay? I willingly gave it up for knowledge.
Mine, I guess maybe if we both see, you say that, but
Let me stop you there.
free will.
Let me stop you there. Yesterday, I overheard how you compared yourself to me based on my, and he does air quotes, hit list, and how I am far ahead of you. I didn't work hard to get that information, Marquise. I sacrificed everything I have for this blade, for this information. And now I have to live with the consequences. That's what I've been trying to tell you. To not be reckless. Because I have. And he's just gonna stare at you very bluntly. With a very cold look.
You know, I guess I was given something something was taken away from you, or at least you gave it up. But I don't know if that means what you think it does. Since we've started journeying together, I've only became more obsessed with my justice. I've only come to, well, intensify my flame. But you've, I could see it about when you talk to the others, when we mess up, when we put our lives on the line. You, I don't
want
I don't
people
know
to make
what
he's gonna
deal
interrupt
you
you.
made. Okay.
I don't want people to make the same mistake that I did. I'm gonna put this very bluntly, Marquise. I am a walking corpse. Okay? Those zombies we fought, I am no different. And let that sink in. And he's just gonna immediately turn his back to you and just walk away.
I'll say that the night passes after that conversation, Dravna cutting it off abruptly. And the next morning rolls around fairly quickly.
Kyo did,
Sorry?
Kyo did actually want to do one thing that's a bit important for her. That's alright. So she would do during. Actually, sorry, my apologies. Okay, it's not the morning before Baldur's Gate, so she would only do that then. My apologies.
It is actually the morning that you will be arriving at Baldur's Gate, actually. On
Perfect time.
this morning, you're traveling down the Chionthar. It's foggy and it's cold. Smitty assures you it's safe enough with him at the helm because he knows every curve of this river, as he said before, bank and bottom, eyes closed included. And then you see it emerge from the north with the rising sun at your backs, chasing away the foggy gloom, revealing a crowded and varied skyline. The stone docks ahead are overshadowed by massive walls surrounding the city, and dwarfing those is the massive green hill just beyond. "Welcome to Baldur's Gate," Smitty says with a grin. Very easily and quickly, Smitty brings you into the dock at Baldur's Gate, and it becomes immediately obvious the kind of place that this is. There are no animals. There is not even a dog. There's no horses. There are no carts. The city streets are very narrow, and they're made this way, maybe perhaps intentionally, but they're made very narrow in a permanent kind of way, where altering these roads would be perhaps not impossible, but incredibly an incredibly laborious procedure, because of how old and sturdy the stone in this entire city is. But you disembark. Smitty repeats some instructions for you, and he actually gives you a little bit more instruction that I forgot to give you earlier. He tells you to look for a man at the wagon yard by the name of... Oh, sorry, it was just right here, and my screen moved. Awesome, thanks. He tells you to look for a man named Celebon. He owns a wagon yard, and he can help you find rooms and lodging while you wait for the cult, and he can also help you hire out when it's time to go. So he definitely requests that you do that first before you do anything else in the city.
Right then, that shall be done. Thank you very much for the trip, and I hope the way back is just as calm as for today. And I hope you get to see the fairy lights once more. It truly were a beautiful sight.
Not gonna lie, that was the first time I've ever seen those fairy lights on the Ontharr.
I think that
Have
means
you
then
seen
that
them
you.
somewhere else? Sorry, let me cut you.
I've
It's
seen
okay.
them. I've seen them out on the open water, though they were mostly blue. They kept hanging around Robbie, and Robbie is just kind of hunkers down a little bit embarrassed.
Oh, they like him.
Robbie's just
I
like
guess it.
yeah, they seem to like my singing. I don't know.
It's likable.
She smiles.
He
baring
gets
her animalistic teeth a little bit.
he hides behind Smitty.
Guess
Anyway.
this means that we got some good luck for your ship. You're welcome, them.
Anyway, stop harassing me first, mate. Get onto Baldur's Gate. I've got to prepare for the return trip.
Naomi waves her fan at him and sincerely apologizes, making like a prayer gesture, and then she about faces and begins following those instructions.
Let us go, them. Though, Naomi, I do have a question while we go. Do you
Mhm.
think you can fashion eye patch with the disguise kit I gave you?
Ooh, yes.
Okay.
Likely.
Okay, good. That's good. At least it'll be helpful. Let us go then. Everyone, come on. That's it. I hope your friend feels better now that you're on land.
Now, let's get you some food, buddy. Let's get you. I don't
Yeah, you talk about how you're conserving your strength, but you need to eat food to get strength. Very
I had a
bad.
soup.
Yeah, it.
Wait, should we get
I'm-
more soup? Should we head to the soup store?
Let's go to the tavern. The tavern
What
will
do
have
they sell in
everything.
the soup store?
As long as we don't go to the clothes store.
God damn it.
Sorry, go on.
Let's go, everyone. We got to get food back at the place. We have a
Now,
duty to do.
now that you are all now at Baldur's Gate, as I change scenes, hopefully it'll load. It looks like the foundry on my side died for some reason. Awesome. Did anybody else die? No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, never mind. That's why, because you can't see anything. Ha ha ha.
Blinded.
There we go.
It's
Uh,
Baldur's Gate, boys.
You are arriving at this dock here. Is where you're at. And you are requested to go find Celebon's wagon yard, which is not that hard to do. It's actually close to the wide over in this area. We'll say Celebon's will be somewhere kind of closer to the three old kegs.
Then
Does anybody have anything they would like to do other than directly going to Celebon's?
would there be any sort of no, Q just go right away. So if you look when we arrive there, I might need a few minutes to do something for my god. If that's okay. As soon as we arrive at the Salabans. That be alright with everyone?
Not a problem. Sounds fine to me.
Thank you very much. Now let us continue. This place is weird. So many houses.
And so many
Where are the
people
few?
as well. You see that there are probably the most people you've ever seen in one place. Going from a place like Green Nest to El Terrell and now Baldur's Gate is a bit of a culture shock. The sights and smells, and also just the general nature of people is just so different here in this large city. But you do eventually make your way towards Celebon's yard. And as you do, and you introduce yourselves, he says, well, I hate to put a damper on your mood, perhaps, getting into Baldur's Gate, but I wanted to let you know Resmir has been sighted nearby. And that is where we're going to end the session for tonight.
Drowna immediately locks eyes. That's all.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, did y'all have fun today?
Yeah, that's great.
Yes.
Yeah, good
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome, awesome. Marquise, I got to give it up to you, man. That was an excellent scene there with Dravna at the end. Good stuff, man.
Thank you.
For
Appreciate
sure.
that.
Yeah.
I may or may not have been writing dialogue for like 15 minutes beforehand.
Hey.
It shows. It shows.
It
For
shows,
sure.
yeah.
I think I
Yeah,
talked about that one, didn't I? Didn't I say write down a little bit? I
Yeah,
think it
yeah.
was-
This
Mm.
reminds me, Hoshi. I forgot to say this, but when Kyo makes a mention of her god, she'll be like, also, I'll be needing help from you to do what I need to do, Marquise. Hope that isn't too much of a bother.
Well,
Here?
we'll have to answer that question next time. Thank you guys so
Right.
much for watching the stream, and thank you so much for watching the VOD. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and definitely comment because the algorithm it hungers. Blood for the blood god, comments for the machine god. So with that,
R.I.P. Techno.
yes, and with that, we will see you on the next one. Bye bye.
Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.